In this lecture, we're going to buy your first domain name, which is pretty exciting. We're also going to get some hosting. When we buy the domain name, it gets us just that, the name and nothing more. As a result, we need to have somewhere that our website can live. We can then point our domain to where the website is hosted. To keep things simple, we'll be buying the domain and the hosting from the same company. While it's perfectly possible to keep your domain with one company and your hosting with another, it tends to make things a little bit more complicated. For this course, we'll be using a company called A Small Orange. You can find a link to the website on the additional materials of this section. There are lots of other options available for you if you want to purchase from elsewhere, such as GoDaddy and FastHosts, and I've included links for those and reviews in the additional materials as well. I've chosen A Small Orange for our course for a number of reasons. I use it for all my web development work currently, and I'm very familiar with it, but the reason I love it is the incredible customer service. So if I just pop it up for you here. You can see on the front page here the yellow "Have a Question" box. This puts you straight through to a real person you can talk to if you have any issues. This is simply incredible and particularly useful for you as you start on your journey. If you have any questions, big or small, they're always there and happy to answer. The Small Orange are also reasonably well priced and they're very, very easy to use, and they've won various awards, and I highly, highly recommend them. So let's start. From the front page, we can take a look at the pricing options. So we're going to be using shared hosting. Here you can see the prices that go with that. Now, chances are we're only going to need a tiny or a small plan. I mean, hopefully your website will take off and you'll have huge bandwidth needs, but you can always upgrade at any point later on. So for now, let's just start off with a tiny plan. Cool. So hopefully you know what your domain name is after the first lecture, so we'll pop it in here. I'm going to look for the domain IntelliJ Videos. The reason for this is so as part of my development work, I use a tool called IntelliJ, and I plan on putting a video series together which I can then hopefully sell. So IntelliJvideos.com. It's available for purchase, so it's $15 for a year. So let's order that domain. For billing cycle, I'm just going for the 12-month one because it saves you a bit of money. There's various add-ons here that you can choose to pay for. I'm not going to. I would advise you probably don't as well unless you see something you particularly want. For ID protection, I also just skip over this as well, but feel free to look into it if it's something you might be interested in. And so then we have our cart. So $50 annually for hosting and for the website. So I'm going to check out now. So I've got to enter all my details here. I'm not going to bore you by making you watch me do it, so I will quickly rush through this and pause the video and come back when I'm ready to hit the complete order button. Okay, so I went ahead and pressed the complete order button, and hopefully you too are seeing a page like this, which is confirming that you have now purchased your first domain. So congratulations for that. That's very cool. So if you now click on the Back to Customer Area button, that will take you to the dashboard, and we're going to go into this in quite a bit more detail in the next lecture so you can understand what's going on.